everyone. I'm James Sessum. I go by DJ Sessum online, and I was in the coffee industry for about a good 2 years plus. Um, it was a really interesting time in my life. Met a lot of people, a lot of crazy things happened. Um, Now I'm more or less where I am in life now. I'm riding out the rest of this pandemic, waiting for it to clear up so I can go back to college, and just making a shit ton of money in the meantime, or doing whatever I can.
Yeah,
Um,
for sure.
but no, yeah, so as far as my art goes, my art is kind of one extension of my new big project now, which is my online store. Um,
Cool.
so yeah, this is my online store,
Awesome.
djsession.com.
DJSession.com.
And
Dope.
yeah, and it is what it sounds like. I have a lot of interesting things for sale. I have games, books, and watches for sale. I buy and sell them. And you can
Cool.
also buy my art on that store too.
Beautiful.
Yeah,
Yeah, your art, the like portraiture that you did was like really
yeah.
incredible. Is that kind of where you started with your art journey, or have you
Um,
evolved into that?
Art. So my art journey kind of goes back to 2009. I was on DeviantArt, and I was just having a ton of fun on there. If
Yeah.
For those of you who don't know who DeviantArt, it's still around, but DeviantArt is like I don't know if it still is, but when I was on there, it was certainly the place to be if you were an artist on the internet and you just wanted to like share your works.
Cool.
There's like a lot of like anime fans on there, a lot of like video game fans on there, and there's just it's like a lot of that. And I was putting stuff on there for a good like few years.
Hmm.
I kind of migrated to other platforms. Now I just do stuff on my Instagram. And it's more or less I've always kind of done portraits. So like this
Yeah.
is one of them. So, yeah, this is like I'm holding the original one here.
Right.
And this is one of my prints. So
Awesome.
also
So
on my
you'll do prints as well.
so I do sell
Cool.
art prints so like on the store. I have a few of these for sale. All of the ones, if you have Coffee People issue 10, all of the ones you saw on there are for sale on my store.
Awesome.
So
Where do
yeah.
you get your inspiration? Like, are these people that you know, or where
Um,
do you?
so I generally just kind of randomly go on Pinterest and Instagram looking
For
for
sure.
people that I want to draw. And that's pretty much that. I have drawn friends in the past. I've done commissions for friends. Sometimes someone will be like, "Oh, James, can you draw me?"
Yeah.
And yeah, I'll do it. So like that's kind of where that comes from. Right
Awesome.
now I am a
So,
bit of
go
oh
ahead.
god.
Oh no, go
Yeah,
ahead.
yeah, okay. Right now I'm in a bit of a hiatus with my art just because I am mostly working on like the store right now, which is pretty much at this point I am buying just like valuable, cool things, and then just like putting them up, writing my impressions on it, and then selling them.
Hmm.
So that's kind of like where I'm at right now. The
How did
art
you
part will
move into that?
well, basically, as long as kind of I've been on the internet, kind of breathing, just around,
For sure.
I have a knack for like just like collecting stuff. Like let's see, starting from when I was really young, video games was a big thing.
Hmm.
Over in my like just in my years, like I have bought and sold a lot of like really rare, like just interesting stuff. Um, And the store, I started in July,
Okay.
and it kind of like, well, what happened was, I was unemployed from the COVID thing, and
Yeah.
that was like my second to last coffee job, um, and I kind of got to a point where like, yeah, I have a bunch of stuff just laying around, and I have it, but I don't really appreciate it or like, I guess, enjoy it. I just have it.
Okay.
But it's
So it
like
wasn't like
I
you weren't scared to part with it It was
Yeah.
just like, all right, let's like embark on this.
Yeah. So the first
Cool.
kind of items on my store were just like things from my personal collection. And let's see, the things that I sell the most right now are wristwatches. So like stuff like,
Awesome.
yeah.
Yeah.
And like I have been in the wristwatch hobby for like a few years now.
Very
And then
cool.
I've been in these like communities on Facebook and such. And like there's people like offloading their collections all the time. There's actually a lot of offloading going on right now. So I'm just kind of like getting what I can, and just
So it
like,
seems like it's like,
presenting it.
yeah, it seems like prime time, like because of COVID. Like this is sounds more like a positive that has come out of all of this pandemic than a negative.
Yeah, there's a lot of like opportunity. I don't know. That's just like what I'm seeing.
Yeah.
Um, I don't know. And kind of the end goal with this is, I don't know. In Seattle, like we have some really cool like used media and used premium goods shops. Like there's like Pink Gorilla. There is
Mhm.
my favorite. There's like Owl's Music Videos and Games.
Oh,
And
I
there's a few
loved
other
that shop.
shops. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, because yeah,
Yes.
Alex is awesome. Um, yeah, and it's like, a lot of those stores, like they kind of started out as just like someone who's like, yeah, I like music or
Mhm.
games or whatever. And I think it just comes to a point where in life you kind of begin to value, like, it is cool that I have like some of these things, but like, you know I kind of it can take you the wrong way if you're just buying stuff all the time.
Mhm.
Like, I don't know, you might become, or people might think you're kind of materialistic, or like, that's just all you care about. So I guess for me, it's like, well, I actually can share this sort of passion with people by just like
For
making a
sure.
market for it.
For sure.
Um,
Do Are there certain things that like you collect for yourself, so you do keep those for yourself, or are
um,
you more right now into like finding what you would like to share with others?
it's like I like to find like what I like to share with others. Um,
That's
I
awesome.
do have a few. I mean, I have a few things like that I just have that I'm never gonna get rid of. But yeah, it's like I do have like things I like that I like to share. For example, I guess with the video games, I love the bullet hell subgenre, or like the
Okay.
shoot 'em up. Like it's basically these games. I way I describe to people, they're like the old arcade game Galaga, but really really difficult.
Okay.
In Japan, they made a ton of these. Outside of Japan, not so much. So I just get some of like the Japanese ones, and I sell them like to people in the States or maybe in Canada, kind of like
Right.
where, yeah,
So while they can be played, they're also known as like collector's editions. Is that
yeah,
fair to say? Okay, cool. So it's like you get the best of both. You get to like enjoy it, but also like have it as part of your collection.
yeah,
That's really
yeah.
cool.
Um, and I mean, this is like like I said, I just started like a few months ago.
Yeah.
So like it's already. I mean, like I do see like legs on this little project. I see it going
Hmm.
places.
That's great.
And it's gonna take like maybe like years.
Yeah.
But like, we'll see. The next big thing, because right now I just kind of advertise on Instagram and just in person. Like I have my
For
business
sure.
cards and I like to give to people. Um, but the next thing is like I'm going to make a YouTube, and that's going to be the big thing. I have some ideas of
Awesome.
videos I want to talk about. Like I do want to. The first thing I want to do is a multi-part series, introduction to wristwatches. If you have like for just for people
Okay.
who don't know, there are a
Yeah.
number of like intro to wristwatch videos on YouTube. But the way I see it is like YouTube, honestly, like from what I remember in high school, today the diversity of people and content and ideas on YouTube is insane. There is
Right.
a
It's so
lot of good stuff.
expansive. Like
There is a
there's
lot of good stuff.
something for everyone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And what I tell myself and what I tell others is it doesn't matter, like you have an idea and you might say, oh well, someone else has already made a video about it or talked about it. make the damn video anyway,
Right.
because we all have our own unique spin on things, and people are on YouTube are always looking for new stuff, and it's like, I don't know, I don't know, like, don't focus on views and stuff so much, like, just kind of put it out there,
Hmm.
you know, if you're comfortable with like putting yourself out there in that way. But yeah, I just see kind of like nothing but opportunity right now, you know.
Right. That's really great advice. And also I love how like you're taking what you're passionate about and also making it creative. Like you're taking things that you love to invest in and collect and everything, but putting it back out in a very creative way. So I think that that's really awesome.
Yeah, well, thank you.
Yeah. And like I know you said you're kind of like your art's on a hiatus right now. Do you do like other types of art other than portraiture? Like what kind of mediums do you like to play with?
um I just like actually have some art stuff, to show you kind of what I use. So, you know,
Yeah.
like just graphic pencils, like there's just like, you know,
Yeah.
different grades of pencils. um that's it right now. And I
Cool.
just do like the portraits.
Yeah. I
I
think
mean,
that that's one of the hardest things to do, by the way. I think like
uh,
portraiture is so difficult. Like that's
yeah, it's
it's not me.
no, yeah. I mean, it can be challenging, but like, I don't know, like I don't really have interest in like drawing other things.
Yeah.
I've like, I guess when I was like a teenager, like I would try to draw like backgrounds or whatever, but I got kind
Yeah.
of, I don't know, I got kind of bored with that, so I just do
Yeah.
portraits.
Yeah. So your store has your art and it has like the collectibles and everything. Do you ever like, let's say, however things in this pandemic shake out, would you ever like to have like a brick and mortar, like a storefront or anything, or do you like keeping things like digital?
I've been thinking about the brick and mortar kind of thing.
Mm.
I mean, there's gonna be a lot of things I want to do. Like, first of all, I do want a different name because, well, DJ Sessum is basically my name. My full name is David James Sessum, so it's kind of
Okay.
cool because it's like
It is
the
kind of cool because
DJ
I was
kind of
like,
makes it.
oh,
Yeah,
yeah. I was
yeah,
like, are you a
no, yeah,
DJ? Yeah.
yeah. So like, it is kind of cool like that. But yeah, like I do have this idea, like, you know, I just feel like at least in Seattle, like we could use a new hangout place. So what it would be
Yeah.
is sort of like, I mean, I kind of envision like maybe a cafe, you know, that would be like I guess the big money maker. Um
Mhm.
and like there would be like kind of arcade games for people to play. I
That's
would have
awesome.
stuff for sale. um it would be what I'm envisioning is kind of this is an idea that I had like in Seattle we have Ada's like technical books and cafe. It's like
Mhm.
a coffee shop, but it has like it's geared towards like STEM,
Okay.
particularly like underrepresented people in STEM, like women and gender nonconforming and like
Mhm.
you know, non-white people of color. Like
That's
that's kind of
awesome.
like you know, Ada's mission is like STEM in that kind of area. I don't know. We don't really have one for like artists.
Mhm.
Like we don't like have like a kind of a space like that in Seattle right now. So like I'm imagining something would be like there'd be a cafe. You could go to like buy like art supplies there and like
Mhm.
art books because like also the books on my site and kind of the books I focus on, they're not really like storybooks at all actually. I buy and sell art books,
Okay. So
particularly
like you
yeah,
can
like
learn from them as well.
yeah, I have like an art book on my site right now. It's like how to draw like comic girls. It's all in Japanese
Oh
though, but I
yeah,
do
I'm
have
looking at
yeah.
it. This is
Oh yeah.
so
Oh
cool.
yeah. It's like yeah,
Oh,
like
and
that's
fashion.
hmm
Yeah.
yeah.
This is great.
That's the kind of books I collect right now. Because the thing is with those like Japanese art books is
Mhm.
it is sort of another thing I want to do is I'm okay again. I'm playing like the really long game here with this.
Mhm.
Like my what I would like to do is get in touch with like Japanese wholesale like distributors of media and books and such,
That's
um,
awesome.
and basically have be able to like have a stock of those shipping from the U.S. That's
Awesome. So everything can be found at djsesum.com, correct?
Yes, my art and my books, and like watches and such. Particularly, there is one watch I would like to kind of share, and this is actually a
Yeah.
big kind of story of how this all started.
Okay.
So, a lot of people are probably familiar with the old Casio. This is a
I
Casio F.
loved
So
those.
this is a
I
Casio
had a gold
F91W.
one.
Oh yeah, I love
Yeah.
those. Yeah. So what I did in 2018 is I started customizing them. So this is a
Really?
custom one. You can get only on my site. So what
That's
makes it
very
special?
cool.
I'm gonna hold these together. So
Okay.
this is the regular one. The display is kind of like an LCD display, like whatever. You can
Mhm.
turn on the light. It's like a hold on.
Like the little glow.
Yeah, it's like a little
Yeah.
green. It's kind of like whatever. The
Yeah.
strap on here is over time, in my experience in the past, I would wear these a lot as a kid, and these
Mhm.
straps will break. This battery on this will
Okay.
last 10 years,
Wow.
but it's kind of pointless because like the strap will just kind of break. Like this, it's not great. So
Mhm.
what we have here is an improved version. I call it the Casio Kuro.
Cool.
You have like this LCD.
Nice.
All right, dogs.
A
Yeah.
little like
So
bluish. Gotcha.
yeah, bluish light. It's like negative display. So in the
Mhm.
sunlight, it looks really, really cool.
That's
And
awesome.
the strap is replaced with this much more durable nylon strap.
Okay.
And yeah, so what I do is like I buy the Casios in bulk and the straps and such in bulk, and I just put them together. It is a bit of a process
That's
with like
such a
soldering
great
irons and such.
idea.
Yeah, and you can buy this on my site. So yeah, you can buy this on my site. It's
That is so
the only
cool.
place where you can buy this custom Casio. And particularly for the baristas and coffee people watching this, this is really cool because I used to wear this exact watch when I worked at my coffee jobs.
Yeah.
I would use the stopwatch feature to like time, like espresso pulley times or whatever.
Yeah.
Made it really fun. So yeah, and pretty much like it will pretty much like stand up to anything you throw at it.
Mhm.
Like super
It's
durable.
durable. Yeah.
So yeah, that is where kind of the one original product I have on my site right now that I
Right. That's
really am trying to
amazing.
push. Um, so yeah, I encourage people to check that out. Check out djsessum.com. You can also like follow me on Instagram. Yeah, and
Awesome.
I'm always like posting like updates and things, and yeah, I am going to be coming out with a YouTube series soon, which I'm really excited about. So yeah,
Mhm.
I just want to say thank you for the interview. Uh,
Absolutely.
yeah,
Thanks for taking the time and space, and we'll talk soon.
yeah, I'll talk to you soon.
Thanks. Bye.
Bye.